Wednesday, February 5th was signing day in college football, although people really don't view it that way anymore. What with the early signing period in mid-December, Iowa football at times doesn't sign anybody additionally in February. They did this year, though. The Hawkeyes landing cornerback Jacob Wallace this week. We'll talk about the DeMatha Catholic kid from the D.C. area in just one moment. But first, I want to thank our sponsor, Iowa Floor Covering, Tile, Carpet, and More, located in Bondurant. Give them a call, 515-379-7000. That's 515-379-7000. Or you can visit Iowa Floor Covering online, iowafloorcovering.com. If you have a tile shower in the works or perhaps a full-on remodel and you need flooring options, or you want to check out their Tough Core Click Together 4.5 millimeter waterproof vinyl flooring, you can check it out at iowafloorcovering.com and use that /DIY for that click together flooring. Again, Iowa Floor Covering down in Bondurant. So the Hawkeyes landing, Maryland native Jacob Wallace, young man from DeMatha Catholic High School in the D.C. area. He's listed at about 5'10", $170, and he is going to be on scholarship, signing with the Hawkeyes on signing day on Wednesday. He's considered a three-star prospect, had offers from the likes of West Virginia, South Florida, and then a number of other MAC schools, including Ohio, Central Michigan, Akron, also had offers from Charlotte, Temple, Marshall, and some FCS schools. Here's a really athletic kid. He's actually got great genes. His older brother, Josh Wallace, that name may ring familiar for you Hawkeye football fans that follow recruiting, especially the transfer portal. A few years ago, he was in the portal, had been a really productive guy at UMass. He enters the portal. Iowa makes a push with the Phil Parker pull. He ends up going to Michigan instead, but Iowa really liked him. He was also a dual sport athlete, just like his younger brother, Jacob Wallace. Jacob's about 6 years younger than Josh, if I'm not mistaken. Both were really good point guards. Both got Division I basketball offers. In fact, Jacob reported being offered by Siena, the school of current Iowa men's basketball head coach Fran McCaffrey. Remember, he took Siena to the NCAA tournament some years back. But I digress. Jacob Wallace, really good athlete, exhibits good speed on tape, really good hips, and COD, that's change of direction. Of course, those are qualities you want in a DB, a guy who's projected to be a corner. He appears to have good speed. You see him on tape returning punts. That's a skill not everybody has, and granted, it's totally different when you get to this level, Big Ten level, as opposed to high school football in Maryland. But it shows that he does exhibit some of the traits necessary to be a return guy, and you can never have enough potential return guys if you're LeVar Woods in that room. Sounds like he really clicked with Jalen Watson. He visited Iowa, and Watson was his host. Both of those guys, of course, with really good athletic roots, and the future of that cornerback group, that DB room, really lies with guys like Jacob Wallace and Jalen Watson. He's got really good hands. You see that demonstrated on tape as well. I don't know about his ability to shed blocks and really pack a punch in the backfield and pursue. I mean, you see him doing that at the high school level. But again, you're trying to kind of read between the lines of this. And of course, you trust Phil Parker late in the process. He did this with Deshaun Lee a few years back. Remember, Deshaun, the Michigan native, was a late ad. He signed in February during the regular national signing period, and he was the only guy that signed a couple of years back during that period. And he, of course, became a starter at different points in his young career over the past couple of years. And so never overlook a late defensive back ad by Phil Parker. Here's a kid who did visit last week. He's considered a top 30 to 40 player in the state of Maryland. Excited about this young prospect because he's a really good athlete and just a really good football player. So congratulations to Jacob for signing with the Hawkeyes yesterday. I'm recording this on Thursday, February 6th. And of course, as we continue to get commitments rolling in for future classes and or portal commitments, we'll react to them right here from the Hawkeye of the Storm. Be sure to hit that like button, folks, the thumbs up button. Do that right now. We will be back tonight, live postgame coverage, myself and Kasheen Alexander following the Hawkeyes and the Gophers. That'll be a fun one up at the barn. Who's heading up to Minneapolis? The women's basketball team flew up there today. They were a little delayed due to the ice, according to Kyle Huseman, HawkeyeReport.com. Kyle will also join us postgame. So we'll talk to you then, folks. I'm Corey Brada from the Hawkeye of the Storm. Have a great day.